Hello, lovelies. Thanks for joining Hearthside Story Corner. Today we will be finishing our voyage together with Birdling in Part 9 of The Cruise of the Little Dipper by Susanne Langer. So sit back and enjoy this animated story with me.
The birds burst into song, and the bluebells chimed, and even the butterflies, who are usually silent, began to trill and chirp until the whole island rang with joyous sounds. As soon as the cook could get the banquet ready, they all sat down and feasted, from the fairy king, with Birdling by his side, to the meekest under-earthworm, and the shy shrimps had a table by themselves because they did not possess very fairyish manners. There was cake for everybody, and ice cream and chocolate with whipped cream, and candy and favors. The best thing about the party was that all the goodies were fairy food, which couldn't make you sick, however much you ate, and they all drank to Birdling's health in pink lemonade. 3 days later, when the feast was over and the hundreds of golden dishes had been washed and dried, Birdling was playing on the beach with the fairies, and he saw a ship out at sea. "Look," he said to his friend Trick, "there's a ship just like mine, only 100 times bigger. That isn't a fairy ship. How do you suppose she came into these waters?" "Oh, that is a ship that came here long ago," said Trick. "Shag caught it and tied it to the lighthouse rock. It has been there for years and years. I suppose the storm which Shag made when he was angry at you must have torn the rope and set the poor vessel free. Do you suppose the people on board are still alive?" "I'll go and see," said Birdling. "Of course I'm very small, but I might be able to help them." So he took the Little Dipper and sailed out to the schooner. "Hey ho!" he cried, standing up and putting his hands to his mouth. "Hey ho!" Somebody certainly was alive on the ship. A tall captain dressed in oilskins stood up in the bow and shouted back, "We are the Big Dipper! Who are you?" "The Little Dipper! And you must be my father!" cried Birdling, dancing for joy. At first the captain could not believe his eyes and ears, but when Birdling stood on his right hand, he had the good ship Little Dipper in the left one. He looked at him very closely and saw that it really was his son. "Oh, father, now can we go home together?" exclaimed the boy, hugging his father's thumb. "But will you wait till I go and say goodbye to my fairy friends?" "Yes, I will wait," said the captain, "for you should never leave your friends without saying goodbye, and thank you." The fairies were sorry to see Birdling go. They let him take along all the treasures he wanted from the king's storeroom, and helped him carry them down to the harbor and put them in his hold. He took a bag of gold for his father and a little one for himself, besides the oyster locket with the golden chamber inside which he had won from Shag, and a little pearly crown for his friend the bumblebee at home. He even took a gold thimble for his great-aunt and a little silver bell for the cat, to show that he bore no malice. "And here is some fairy wine you must drink when you are safely aboard your father's ship," said the king, handing Birdling a tiny vial just as he said goodbye. "It will make you grow up again and be as big as other boys. We will miss you, Birdling. Farewell." So Birdling, a life-sized boy once more, went home with his father, whistling happy songs. As his whistle died away in the distance, the fairy island shrank down into the water. The waves closed over them, and you could not even guess where the 3 snowy peaks and the green plains and sunny harbors had been, and no one has ever seen them since. The end.
Thanks again, lovelies. That is the end of our story time today. Please like and subscribe to join me for more weekly animated stories, and have an extraordinary day. Goodbye.